Last time we have seen the details of model organism Drosophila melanogaster. Today we will see the model organism Caenorhabditis elegans or C. elegans. Now this C. elegans is a free-living nematode which is a member of a phylum Nematoda. It is roundworm, smooth-skinned, unsegmented and hermaphrodite worm. It has a long cylindrical body which is tapered at the ends. C. elegans is a non-hazardous, non-infectious, non-pathogenic and non-parasitic organism. It is of no importance to man. It has many disadvantages as a model organism. So it is normally located or lives in the soil, and it is very simple organism which can be easily grown on the petri dishes containing bacteria. Also, healthy cultures of C. elegans can be frozen and then defrosted and revived when needed. Now, what are the advantages as a model organism? So, it is very simple organism which is about 1 millimeter long. It has a simple transparent body and contains only few cell types and grows from zygote to mature adult in only 3.5 days when the conditions are optimum. Then it also has a short life cycle which is very useful for studying its development. Its genome has been sequenced. The C. elegans genome is 100 million base pairs in length and contains a similar number of genes as humans, about 20,500 genes. The huge advantage is its simplicity because C. elegans or every adult C. elegans has exactly only 959 somatic cells. So this is very crucial thing that it contains every adult organism contains 959 somatic cells, so that deviation from these number of cells can be easily detected with the observation. These arise from zygote to zygote in virtually the same way for every individual. It is easy to identify mutant animals because individuals are hermaphrodites, and it is easy to detect recessive mutations. Self-fertilization of heterozygotes will produce some homozygous recessive offspring with mutant phenotypes. So it is similar to that of Mendelian cross of tall heterozygous pea plants, which produces in the 3:1 ratio tall to dwarf, that is that is dominant to recessive individuals. Now, one of the most interesting thing is that the worm is transparent, and as it is transparent, all 959 somatic cells of its body can be visible with the microscope. Also, we can use fluorescent markers to see all the things or all the organs that are present in the body of the organism, and by using a fluorescent markers which are useful for studying its axonal growth, embryogenesis, fat metabolism, and also its life cycle can also be easily followed. So this diagram shows the use of various kinds of fluorescent markers and various kinds of um, various kinds of organs that are present in the transparent body of the organism, like pharynx, intestine, proximal gonad, uterus, distal gonad, anus, etc. Then this is the again one more diagram which shows transparent body and various kinds of organs present in the body of the C. elegans. Now, by following all the cell divisions with the microscope, because of transparent body, biologists have constructed the organism's complete cell lineage, a type of a fate map. Many of these Many of the genes in the C. elegans genome have functional counterparts in humans, which makes it an extremely useful model for human diseases. Now, one of the important thing is that nematodes are eutelic, or C. elegans are eutelic. That is, all individuals have identical number of cells, that is 959 cells to be exact. So this allows the description of complete cell lineage, the invariant pattern of cell divisions from the zygote, that is one cell, to the adult 959 cells per nuclei, and deviations from this normal development are easily detected. So if the organism may contain, or organism show deviation from the normal development, or organism show deviation from number of cells 959 cells, then it can be easily detected. Now, which are the studies that are done, or that were done using the C. elegans? Mutant forms of C. elegans where specific genes are altered can be produced very easily to closely study gene function. So, by using mutants, we can easily study gene functions in the C. elegans like in the Drosophila. So mutant observation is very easy by mutating a particular gene in case of C. elegans also. Many of the genes in the C. elegans genome have functional counterparts in humans, which makes it an extremely useful model for human diseases. C. elegans mutants provide models for many human diseases, including neurological disorders, congenital heart disease, and kidney disease. C. elegans mutants can be screened with the thousands of potential drugs for important diseases. Studying cell death or apoptosis in C. elegans could hold the key to counteracting the effects of aging in humans, as well as providing clues about cancer, diabetes, and other diseases. So, most of the studies on the apoptosis are done by using C. elegans. RNAi or RNA interference can be used effectively to knock out function of individual genes. Can reproduce by self-fertilization or by cross-fertilization with infrequently occurring males, can determine where each cell in the embryo came from, that is, which cells were its progenitors. So progenitor cells can be easily known by observation or also by self-fertilization and cross-fertilization of the C. elegans. Now, as there are most of the advantages, some disadvantages are also for using C. elegans as a model organism. It has a simple anatomy, that is, it can't be used for research or research on blood or liver, as it doesn't have them. It has a small size which may be sometimes become difficult to see the organism, because it has only a size of 1 millimeter. Then also embryo hard to get at, and no cell lines for cell culture are present for the analysis. So these are some of the disadvantages of the C. elegans that can be faced by the researchers when it is used as a model organism. The summary mainly it has a small size of about 1 millimeter. It has a short life cycle, which is mainly about 3 days or 3.5 days, and also average lifespan is 2 to 3 weeks, which becomes very easy for observation of complete life cycle of an organism within a small period of time. Then its culturing is very easy in the laboratory. Then it shows eutely, that is, every adult organism has exactly 959 cells, and mainly it is used for studying apoptosis, aging, cancer, and diabetes and other human diseases. you. So if you like the contents, please like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you again.